can a Darchinyan, who's a fighter that comes forward, deal with. Donaire's attack.
In general, it'll be interesting to see if he gets right to it here. That Darchinyan does not hit hard, and you can see the punches coming. Darchinyan's response, he was toying with Glenn that night. He didn't punch as hard as he usually does. Ooh, big left uppercut attempt there by Donaire. That missed.
Two things have happened. The right hand is landing for Donaire, but the left is landing by Darchinyan. But I power already.
And a wild swing and a miss with the left by Darchinyan. The
First in the first half of round one, he's been hit more than we've seen in all the fights, and he's getting whacked by Donaire.
He just got his left, which is the correct thing to do, and another wild swing and a miss. Very cognizant of Darchinyan's uppercut, but that straight left can really wear you down. Boy, Donaire kind of buckled there moments before the bell to end the first round.
This is all going to last, but for now, Nonito Donaire is having his way with Vic Darchinyan. There's the right hand landing, and even those wild punches by Donaire don't get countered by Darchinyan. And it's not really just the right hand either. There's a nice counter left hook by Donaire. The trick for Donaire was to counter well as Darchinyan came in, and for the most part, he has done it.
28-0 with 22 knockouts.
Now there tries that, and it's a good weapon.
Left hand by
him sometimes in fights since.
Oh, Darchinyan got nailed, and then he came back. Here's a right hand, a miss by Donaire with the left hand.
Harm's way of those Darchinyan big punches.
Donaire has to be extreme of Vic Darchinyan. He has been highly combustible later on. Trying to push Donaire back with heavy lefts there is Darchinyan, but Donaire standing his ground, looking tough. Final seconds of round two. What is developing into an interesting affair. Well, as we...
For the most part, Steve, they change. They can't use their skills. That hasn't happened yet to Nonito Donaire, but there's a good left hand by Darchinyan.
Oftentimes, it's difficult to stay outside box move counter against Darchinyan. You have to sort of get in his chest, push him back, make it messy, hook to the body. But that's easier said than done, because if you get inside and you feel his sting, it's very discouraging.
Now, to Donaire's credit, he has fought with that punch.
Donaire
a moment ago was he feinted Darchinyan, and you saw Darchinyan react.
Big straight left hand right on the button by Vic Darchinyan. That nailed Donaire. Oh, there's a good left hand that staggered Darchinyan. Remember, he's never been hurt or dropped in his career. Donaire sensing the moment. Darchinyan battles back. Donaire marching forward. Pacing, it's another hard left hand to the chin by Donaire.
Ironic that a left hook has been the big weapon for Donaire. Surprising.
What a huge finish to round three for the challenger, Nonito Donaire.
Darchinyan was able to land a good straight left hand against Donaire. Now, those are the kind of punches that are supposed to make fighters not come back at you, but there's a left hook by Donaire, and that was a portent of things to come, because there's a good counter left hook by Donaire that hurt Darchinyan and changed that round, and there would be other left hooks to follow.
This situation. Round four scheduled for 12. IBF flyweight.
His dad is here to see his fight. Only the second time he's seen his son fight as a pro. He's got to be a little nervous at this point.
Tense moments for Ruben Darchinyan.
For Darchinyan right now. Darchinyan's able to get that left in, especially when he uses the jab. I think
the hook. Now, that right hand by Donaire was blocked by the left glove of Darchinyan. Straight left hand by Darchinyan to the chest, pushes Donaire back.
Again, the counter left hook, but when your opponent, who has a big height and reach advantage, stays on the outside.
Nice counter left there by Donaire, another counter there by Darchinyan, and a spinner on move by Donaire, and Eddie Claudio is saying, don't do that.
I kind of thought it was fun.
Works better in basketball.
Yeah, it's true.
Final seconds of the round. And Darchinyan ends it with a straight left to the chest. First brawler. And Nonito, more of a tactical tech. Underway, scheduled for 12 IBF flyweight belt on the line. The champion Darchinyan and Herman Cain from the Manchester Journal-Inquirer here in Connecticut. Mark Abrams, 15rounds.com. Jack Obermeyer from Boxing Digest. Coming up at the midway point of round 5.
There's the jab by Nonito Donaire working well. Oh my!
Look out! Darchinyan down for the first time! Struggling to get to his feet! In terrible shape, it's all over! It's all over! Nonito Donaire has pulled off the monstrous upset in emphatic fashion. A vicious left hand. What a knockout for Nonito Donaire. That may go down as one of the knockouts of the year, if not the knockout of the year.
He's okay.
And now we turn our attention to the safety and health of Vic Darchinyan.
Yeah, the irony here, of course, is after the Victor Burgos fight, in which Burgos was in some serious trouble. We hope that will not be the case for Vic Darchinyan as they work on him and try and make sure he's okay.
What a dramatic moment here in this city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, as the emotions fly, the brothers embrace.
What a night for Nonito Donaire. He set the tone for that a couple rounds earlier by landing those really great counter left hooks. And now, as Vic Darchinyan remains on the canvas, and some of this may be precautionary, we can't speculate, but we would hope it is in any case, just to keep him down. But, well.
They're bringing in the equipment, the stretcher. Boy, you hit it right on the head. The irony, just like they brought it in for Victor Burgos back in March. Nonito Donaire avenging his brother's loss in dramatic fashion.
Several rounds earlier, Donaire had started to land the counter left hand, and here it would come in dramatic fashion. Again, lunging in Darchinyan as he has, not concerned about defense. You have to admire the courage of Darchinyan and the will. As hurt as he was, trying desperately to get up and continue. And clearly we know he was hurt. And you see there, just not doing well. And from above, we get a chance to see how well that left hook landed. It was just a perfect counter left hook by Nonito Donaire. And, you know, we talked about how the left hook had been successful early in the fight and really was the surprise weapon tonight. We would have expected the right hand to be more of a weapon for Donaire, and it put an end to Vic Darchinyan's invincibility, that's for sure, and of course his undefeated streak. And as he lunges in, you'll see the right hand very low for Darchinyan, keeps it very low, walks into a left hook, and that unalterably changed this fight and ended it.
Nonito Donaire coming down from super flyweight to meet. And Darchinyan, thank goodness, is okay.
It happens to everyone, doesn't matter.
Guys, let me take him for a walk. Let me walk him around.
Let's get the official word from our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 38 seconds in round number 5. Our referee in charge, Eddie Claudio, stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout and the new IBF and IBO flyweight champion of the world, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire.
Big upset. Nonito Donaire defends his family's honor, pulls off the huge surprise by dethroning Vic Darchinyan. Redemption for his brother's loss. Nonito hands Darchinyan his first defeat in 29 fights. He has completely derailed Darchinyan and turned the lighter weight divisions of the boxing world on its ear. We're set now for post-fight comments from our opening bout. Very interested in hearing these words up to the ring and Jim Gray. Jim?
All right, Steve, thank you very much. The entire family is up here. The Donaires are celebrating. Nonito, how did you manage to pull this off?
Well, like I told Showtime before, first of all, I want to thank God for everything. My parents, my mom, I love them. My dad, Gary Shaw, for giving me this opportunity, Showtime. I love you guys, and my manager, Cameron, they made it happen. And to all the Filipinos out there who never believed in me, but I did it, and I proved you guys wrong. But I know that you're going to support me because I proved to the world that I'm something now. And I would like to thank everybody. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
With everybody, as you say, not believing this could happen, how did you manage to pull this off?
Well, like I told Showtime earlier, I told him yesterday, actually, that one punch can make a difference for me and him. And I told him, you know, I have power. I fought guys way heavier than him. You know, when I came in there, I was surprised he was so small. You know, I'm so used to having bigger guys, and I could tell from his power that he has a lot of power. He was a tough guy to fight. But like I said, he made himself so open, and that's one thing that I did was, once he's open, I just took my time to time him with my biggest shot, and I did that.
Before we look at the knockout, how much did your brother help you, Glenn, in your preparation based on his loss to Vic?
He gave me a lot of confidence. That's one thing. Vic, he hits pretty hard. He has a, you know, not too hard as I thought it would be, but he has a heavy hand. But my brother told me that he's not as tough as people think he is, and that gave me a lot of confidence. I went in there, and you know, I proved to everybody that my brother, he's a great fighter, and you guys should know that now by looking at me. You know, he helped me out prepare for this fight. Oh, I want to thank Freddie Roach and Wildcard Jim and Diosdado Gabi for helping me out. And I hope all the Filipinos fighter will make it happen. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Let me let you look here at the monitor. And Nonito, tell us here about the knockout. Describe what's happening here and what you're thinking.
Well, I know I hurt him already. He was already hurt. I know that. And one thing could make a difference. I just time it. I knew he was going to throw something like that, and boom, there he goes. I just threw that hook, my strongest punch, and that was it. I mean, I got to give it to him. You know, I'm not the type of person. I mean, I respect him a lot. I know he was talking a lot of crap, and you know, I hope next time he talks that, you know, well, he distracted me. Sorry. You know, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm just too excited. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're distracted. Here's your reaction here right now.
Yeah.
Do you feel as though that he was looking past you and didn't give you the proper respect?
From the way he came in the fight, I don't think he was looking past me because he wanted to knock me out. Like I said, I respected him. He had a lot of power. He was a difficult fighter to fight. But one thing that really got me was that, you know, there's a lot of Filipinos and everybody out there who didn't believe in me. And you know, one thing, that's how I reacted.
Let us bring Vic in here. I want to also ask you what's next for you, but let's talk to Vic for just a moment before he leaves.
You're
Vic,
a very great fighter.
How are you feeling right now? Are you okay?
I feel good.
He's out of words.
I don't know what to say. I would love fight. I would love fight again. I don't feel I was hurt. Maybe it's knocked down. I don't feel I was hurted, you know. And
you don't feel you were hurt?
I will back. I will show him what was a punch. I feel very bad.
Like I said, Vic, I have a lot of respect for you. You're a great fighter. You gave me a hell of a fight. You know, you were a really tough fighter and everything. And like I said, I got respect for you. And hopefully, you know, you're okay and everything. And I know you'll come back from it.
You respect me? You're going to fight me again?
Definitely.
You're going to fight me?
One thing I have to say is that it's Gary Shaw's call, it's my manager's call. When they called me out for this fight, I never said anything. I said, all right, this is an opportunity, I will. And like I said, just, you know, and then...
What leads you to believe that you would be victorious next time? Because it didn't seem as though you were able to handle his power tonight.
It's punch, you know, it's happening in the boxing. I don't feel I was knocked down. Maybe I took punch, maybe I was knocked down. I would love fight, I would love fight him again. I just disappointed, I don't know, first time in my life.
Okay, Vic.
I would love to take a rematch and I would like fight him, you know. And
we'll see what's happening down the road. What would you like to do next?
Like I said, you know, like I said earlier, it's Gary Shaw's decision, it's my manager's decision. They gave me this opportunity. I love them for that. You know, they gave me this chance. I'm a world champion now because of them. And I'm never going to say no to whatever they say because I came in here underdog and never, you know, people didn't believe in it. I believed in myself. And Gary Shaw believed in me. And everybody out there who know how I fight believed in me, and like I said, you know, I've never say no to anybody. It's Gary.
They're all believing in you now. Congratulations to the entire Donaire family. Nonito, congratulations.
Thank you very much. So all the people out there, sa akong mga kaparintiyan, mga amigo na ko tanan, salamat kayo sa inyo ang tanan. To the ENJ family, to all my friends, thank you so much.
There's the translation as well. Back to you, Steve.
Jim, it's a family celebration. Nonito Donaire, the huge underdog, as he makes believers out of a lot of people. But Al, I got to ask you, how do you react to what Vic Darchinyan just said?
Well, we had a gracious winner, didn't we?
Yeah.
You know, he made believers out of everyone, I guess, except for Vic Darchinyan. That was an astonishing interview with him. I don't really understand why he didn't get the point that he was dominated by Nonito Donaire. And, you know, he's a confident, some say cocky young man, but he lost tonight, and that's a fact.
That's beyond belief,
yeah,
the words that came out of his mouth. Well, at 24, Nonito Donaire, the new IBF flyweight champion, as he came down from 115, now 18-1 with 11 knockouts, his 17th straight win. Darchinyan goes to 28-1. His title reign, which began in 04,